Albert Pujols is looking for $300 million. Ironically, so are the New York Mets. And the Boston Red Sox and the Philadelphia Phillies have been anointed. This is the Spring Training Roundup. I'm here with the experts of experts, USA Today baseball writer Paul White. Paul, let's just start off with the biggest thing everybody's talking about. Albert Pujols, does he remain a Cardinal after this season?
It's getting down to that 50-50 range now. He's one of those guys you thought could never end up anywhere else. Well, if he really wants 10 years at $300 million or something in that range, the Cardinals have to step back and think really hard about it. I don't know if they can afford that.
The thing is that you wonder where Pujols would go. One of the places people would say is New York and not the Yankees. We're talking about the Mets. And I said I wouldn't say this, but someone made off with the Mets' money. And no, seriously, they are, with the Madoff scheme, they are in trouble financially, and they may not be able to get it.
Yeah, and it's getting deeper because originally we thought they were just victims of the scam. Right. Now they're being sued by the trustee for the people who lost all their money in this scam, saying that the Mets owners knew what was going on. They invested some of this money in the day-to-day operations of the team. If they lose this lawsuit, forget $300 million. They could be looking at $1 billion that they owe. And there was a recent settlement where someone else in the same situation paid out of court over $7 billion. So really, the ownership of that franchise is in jeopardy, and that long-term affects where they go. Guys like Jose Reyes, Carlos Beltran need new contracts. What are they going to do? That's a cloud that's over a team that's had its own share of troubles on the field for a couple of years.
Right. So we got the Cardinals with $300 million. We got the Mets for $1 billion, as we like to say, $1 billion here, $1 billion there. Pretty soon you're talking about serious money. But the team that doesn't seem to bother are two that you call, quote unquote, the anointed. That's the Red Sox and the Phillies. So is that my World Series? Do we even need to play 162?
Well, you wouldn't think so if you listen to everybody in the offseason, and we do that every year. There's always a couple of teams because of everything they did. And obviously the Phillies go out and they add Cliff Lee to a pitching staff that was lights out to begin with. The Red Sox go out and get Carl Crawford and Adrian Gonzalez. Like they needed a few more hitters. And everybody just assumes they're the champions. Well, they've got to be the favorites in their two leagues, but neither one of them won last year, and it's not like the Texas Rangers or the San Francisco Giants did a whole lot wrong this offseason.
So there you go. We will not have the Phillies and the Red Sox automatically. We don't know whether we'll have Albert Pujols, and we don't know if the Mets have any money. He's Paul White. I'm Reed Cherner. This has been our Spring Training Roundup. Join us again as we get closer to spring training.